Hi, I'm Kim I. Cutler with TechCrunch. The whole Lair Hippo Ventures team just got off stage as the first act of the morning. So I just have a couple questions for you guys. So you guys were talking about a Now This News Snapchat partnership. What does that look like?
I realized after I said that I probably shouldn't have said it.
Well, now I'm going to ask you a question about it. So it's already out.
We're working on the details. But
Okay.
We're going to produce a Snapchat version of Now This News.
Okay. The first thought that came to my mind when I heard that, I was like, news is already really ephemeral. So, I mean,
Well, when you think about it, it's
Yeah.
perfect, isn't it?
Right,
Because
yeah.
news disappears all by itself
Yeah.
after a second or 10 minutes or
Yeah.
24 hours,
Yeah.
right? The news cycle is less and less and less, so it
Yeah.
kind of makes total sense.
I also kind of vaguely remember that you kind of got into a Twitter battle with Mark Andreessen's been writing a lot about kind of the future of journalism and the future of news, and you guys are way more prolific than
It wasn't
him
a
in the
battle.
space.
I was glad to see that the West Coast now understands the value of content, digital content. So I was violently agreeing with him.
Were there any points that you wanted to elaborate on, like of your 8-point treatise? Or
No, I thought I would. Jordan helped me with that.
That's true.
Jordan,
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
go talk to Jordan. He'll tell you how that
Should
came
I come
about.
over here?
Over there.
Yeah. I just encourage Kenny
Yeah.
I encourage Kenny to tweet.
Okay. So last question. I noticed that I think maybe it was you, Eric. You were talking about the New York tech ecosystem's relationship with the city government, and I think you were kind of taking a dig maybe at San Francisco for offering the tax breaks. You were saying we weren't asking for tax breaks; we want better infrastructure. Is there a way that you think that
Well, actually, I wasn't thinking about San Francisco, and I think in the case of San Francisco, it was probably a good thing because the taxation in San Francisco is excessive. Excessive, right?
How so?
Well, because they had this tax on the stock options, which doesn't exist in New York and it doesn't exist in other cities. So that's a San Francisco issue, and they resolved it by giving this what you call a tax break. But in fact, what they wanted to do is to make sure that the jobs were going to be staying in San Francisco. And look what's happened. There's a migration from the Bay Area to San Francisco when it could have been the reverse. Twitter was about to leave, Zynga was about to leave because of this very issue.
You should run for mayor.
Okay. On that note, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah. No worries.